Welcome to Snacks Weekly on Data Science. This podcast is all about making data science and machine learning knowledge accessible and less intimidating. Today, we are going to talk about generative AI tools and productivity. This topic is based on a tech blog with the title How Intuit Data Analysts Write SQL 2x Faster with Internal Gen AI Tool, written by the data team in Intuit. You can find the blog link in this episode's description. Throughout this episode, we will dissect the topic from both business and analytics angles. Now let's dive in. On the business side, let's take a look at the problem to be solved. Productivity refers to the efficiency with which resources are utilized to produce goods or services. In simpler terms, productivity is about achieving more with less, or maximizing outputs while minimizing inputs. Enhancing productivity is a crucial factor for companies seeking a competitive edge. In the tech industry, there are numerous products designed to boost productivity in various tasks. Recent advancements in generative AI offer a new promising avenue for productivity improvements. For example, ChatGPT can help with a lot of efforts around writing. Intuit Incorporation is an American financial software company. It develops and sells financial, accounting, and tax preparation softwares for individuals, small businesses, and accountants. Some of its well-known products include TurboTax and QuickBooks. For Intuit, the ability to transform data into actionable insight is fundamental to deliver exceptional experiences to their customer base. And they would like to leverage generative AI models to assist with those tasks. However, the team encountered challenges with their internal generative AI model assistant, as after they tested that through user testing and automated benchmark, they found a disappointing numbers of mistakes and hallucinations. Despite the imperfection observed in their internal generative AI model, the company is eager to better understand whether the productivity benefits would outweigh those accuracy concerns. Therefore, the following study has been conducted to evaluate the productivity benefits of their generative AI tools and to help teams determine whether they should be granted broader adoption. Now that we've understood the business problem to solve, let's shift gear and dive into the details on the study. To evaluate the productivity of their generative AI tools for data analysts, the team needs to design an experiment. This experiment leverages a customer-focused group style. The team recruits a diverse group of internal data analysts to participate. The diversity ensures variability across business units, the tenures in the company, and analytics experiences. Each participant spends up to 1 hour on tasks representative of their day-to-day work. This includes writing Spark SQL in response to a business question, or translating a Spark SQL query into PySpark code. Half of the participants are randomly chosen to leverage the internal generative AI tool. And this is considered as the treatment group. While the rest half will work on the tasks without access to the generative AI tool, and they serve as the control group. This study also selects the tasks very diversified under various situations to control for those domain expertise. Some tasks involve dealing with unfamiliar data, while some other tasks are tailored for participants to be closer to their existing customer units. Once we have the participants, the tasks, to understand the performance, the study needs to define a set of metrics. And those metrics including the task completion rate and also the task completion speed. With this experiment carried out, the result is available afterward. Here are several interesting findings. The first interesting findings confirm the hypothesis that generative AI tool is useful even at the current accuracy level. The team found out that those users equipped with those generative AI tool completed their tasks 2.2 times faster comparing to the control group, which means they spend 55% less time. And also, they have a higher completion rates for those provided tasks. Based on this, it is estimated that if the users would regularly use the generative AI tool, that could save Analyst as much as 6 hours per week on query authoring tasks. The second result indicated that junior analysts experienced the largest productivity boost comparing to those senior analysts. Although the study doesn't find any materialized difference for tenure in the company, so the tenure did not seem to affect the productivity impacts of the generative AI tool. The third result shows that participants using the generative AI tool were around 3 times as fast as the control group when working on questions involving unfamiliar data. This shows that the generative AI tool could be very helpful when users facing some problems or challenges that they haven't ever worked before. And from customer feedback, they found that some participants highlighted the utility of this generative AI tool for dealing with those unfamiliar data. Well, this is very exciting findings from the study. It is very important to understand that the sample size matters. There's only 25 experienced users, so the smaller sample size of each subgroup could lead to some inaccuracies or higher uncertainties. However, still, these findings align with some prior studies conducted by other companies, like the ones conducted by GitHub Copilot studies. So that increases the credibility of the results, which is similar or consistent with the previous ones. In addition to these straightforward results, the team also made a few interesting observations during the study. The first observation is that despite those disappointing benchmark tests showing the internal Gen AI tool has problems around hallucination and issues on accuracy, the study shows that there is a clear productivity impact. This clear productivity win shows that people can work around with the tool's mistakes. If it found the tool to be helpful, there is always a way that user using that differently to get what they want. So this gives organizations the confidence to move forward with better user experience investment to push for higher adoption, even under the situation of the current accuracy level. Another interesting observation from the study is that people still make mistakes with or without the generative AI tool, but the types of mistakes might be different. Users using the generative AI tool might submit queries with seemingly plausible but incorrect columns, such as they selecting the wrong date column, or they may be overconfident in the AI results and prematurely complete a task in seconds. On the other side, users without the generative AI tool might fail to fully answer the question because of syntax errors. For example, they may miss a where or group by clause. Well, the syntax error could almost be fully solved if we were using generative AI tool. Now we discussed both the business problem and the team solution. Let's wrap it up. In this episode, we delve into a study conducted by Intuit on measuring the productivity impact of the generative AI tool on their data analyst team. We observed the exciting positive productivity gain from this imperfect generative AI tool, and this offers an exciting outlook for many in the industry. If you like the content of this episode, please subscribe to the channel, give me a 5-star review, and leave a comment. Your feedback is very appreciated, and I'll see you next week.